Check. 1 2 1 2. We are here. What's up, folks?
What it do, man?
Sad day, man. Sad.
I won't rub it in too much on today. I'm gonna be very cordial and very what's the word? Merciful. You know, show grace.
What? Too much Game of Thrones. That's what that is.
So, people, welcome to the show. This is a Live and Level Gamers podcast. Your boy, we are here. K-Bomb 20, Mr. Keith Norris, and yours truly. You know who I be, Levelhead. We here, and we able to get ready to get into these subjects and topics and titles. Y'all saw the title. Y'all saw the thumbnail. So we got a lot to talk about. But what's been going on y'all way? Real quick, before we get into all that, what's been going on y'all way?
Boy, my son was beasting tonight at football practice, and everybody was like, he was beasting. They was like, hey, who gonna block him?
That's what's up. How old is he? How old is he?
He's six. And
okay.
I'm happy he finally putting it together. He got a lot of energy, and he finally fully took it out on the field today. And I was like, thank you. Thank God.
That's what's up.
It was beautiful to see.
All right. K-Bomb, anything?
I am in a run out the clock situation right now. I am trying to get to this weekend so I can hit this vacation. So I'm trying to do enough work at work so people can not talk to me so I can get up out of here.
Are you going on vacation again?
Anniversary, 15 years.
All right.
15 years, brother. So I'm excited.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Congratulations, man. 15 years, you said, right?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all, I think y'all beat us to the punch, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we did. We beat you by a little bit.
About a little bit. I
knew what I wanted, you know.
No, it's like that. So you trying to say I didn't? How am I supposed to take this?
Hey, you take it how you want to.
How is I supposed to take that?
You take it how you want.
He knew what he wanted, so I guess I didn't, man. You see how he did me on that? Glad my wife ain't listening to this, boy. Tell you the truth.
You tell Miss Levelhead. I said
my whole situation up. Tell Miss K-Bomb I said hello. Tell her I'm still on that Nintendo. You know, she kind of tried to throw shade at me because I'm a Nintendo fan. K-Bum unspoiled his wife, bro. She think everything got to have a P and an S in front of it. So, you know, you know how it is. But we got that NS, that NO. I don't even know what to say with Nintendo. Anyway, so we here. We pressed to go. Let's start this podcast. Let's go, man. Shoot, let's do this.
It's about to get live. We need a free level of surprise. Come and listen to the topic plus. Here, check out our discussion. Keith Norris and today. K-Bomb 20 on the MIC. Jedi Knight all the way in Germany. Levelhead. You know who that boy is. But I say, live and level. We on that MIC. We just talking them games, live and level. Take a seat and listen up, man.
Welcome. We are here. I'm gonna have to update this intro. I'm looking at stuff that's all wrong, and we've been wrong for a minute. I gotta update this stuff. So anyway, welcome to the show. We glad you guys are here. We are here. We are ready to go. So we got a lot on the table. We got a lot to talk about. Y'all just want to go straight into what you've been gaming on? Anything like that? What y'all want to do?
Let's roll, homie.
Let's go.
Do it.
Yeah. You know what time it is? It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on.
All right, all right. So, Mr. Norris, I'll start with you. What have you been gaming on, bro?
I officially picked Xenoblade Chronicles 3 back up.
Nice.
Played a little bit of that over the this past weekend. And then on Monday, did a little splatting all over the TV screen with y'all, man. We got it in.
Right at all.
Oh, wait.
Keith, you gotta put a pause on all that, man.
You gotta pause on that.
Hold on. I played Splatoon. Okay.
Okay.
He splattered all on the
yeah,
TV
that was like, wow, that's vivid right there, bro. Kids are listening. We are a PC podcast. No, go ahead, bro.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Playing
You
Nintendo.
said you splattered all over the TV, so go ahead. Let's pick up where you left off.
Jeez.
I blame Nintendo for that. No, I played a little bit of Splatoon with y'all, man. And it was extremely fun. I posted it on Twitter for all those who follow me or follow Level Headers on there. You can see our scores. You can see who's at the top. You can see who's, doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Did you do me justice on there, Keith? I ain't seen it yet. Let me go over
I think that's the screenshot because I only took like 2 screenshots, but yeah, man, that was really fun, man. We probably gonna be doing that on Mondays. And with the news that we're going to get into later, I got to go ahead and finish Red Dead Redemption 2 before it's gone.
Or it's too late.
Or it's too late. So, but that's all I've been gaming on.
Okay, all right. Quick and to the point. So he been splatting all on the screen on that splat too.
Hey.
Keith, I'm gonna have to sample that.
No,
that's gonna be our next. But you got smashed. We got smashed.
Please no.
No, I won't do it. I don't even think he was talking. I was like, bro, that didn't sound right at all. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead, Keith.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Keith. All right, so go ahead, K-Bomb. What you been gaming on, man?
I played a little Splatoon. Make sure I say it correctly. Played a little bit of that on Monday. That was fun. Except for the times when I know we got our butts kicked by some 8-year-olds. I know they were 8, maybe 9. So that was cool. It was cool catching up and chopping it up with the homies. So that was legit. Other than that, most of my time has been in 2K 23. That game is, man, I'll say this: 2K are money hungry. It's a money hungry company. Like they keep increasing the amount of money it takes to get your my player to a suitable overall. How much money it takes. So not only do they want the money from the game, they want you to buy the in-game currency so you can level up your player. It is disgusting. But people do it. I'm one of them, so I'm disgusted at myself. So I've been playing a little bit of Madden. I guess since the last time we talked, I also played the Call of Duty beta.
Okay.
I think I should talk about that just really quickly because I don't think I went into any deep conversation. I think I had just played a little bit last time we talked. So I did pre-order the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I pre-ordered it. And I am after playing the beta for about 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, 2 weeks straight through, but for about 2 weeks. After pre-ordering and playing the beta for about 2 weeks, I think I'm ready to cancel my pre-order.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, this ain't it, Chief. And I think the biggest thing is it doesn't feel like nostalgia. Modern Warfare 2, or the first Modern Warfare. It feels like the one that came out in 2019, which was a Call of Duty that I did not like. I did not like the Call of Duty of 2019. It was called Modern Warfare, and this one is built on the back of that game. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be. And it says I put about 10 hours into the beta. So I mean that's a good amount of time playing the game to formulate an opinion about it. And I'm not a big fan of it, man. I think I'm going to go ahead and find a way to cancel my pre-order through PlayStation because I don't think I'm going to buy it. I think if anything, I'm going to get it through GameFly and try it out that way. But I'm not going to spend actual money on the game in that fashion. Um, so I play a little Madden, playing squads, and uh, that's about it. I haven't got caught up in Warzone yet. I haven't played that anytime soon. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been gaming on.
Okay, all right.
Oh yeah, and little FIFA 23 that just dropped this week. So I played about a couple of matches of that. That's about it.
Okay. Nice. I'm gonna have to jump back with Mr. Norris and kind of piggyback on what he was talking about because mostly what I've been playing is Splatoon. I've been splatting it up as well, and so I took on the Keith. I jumped into the campaign. I was trying to show the I don't know why Twitter taking so long to open up on my computer, but it ain't doing what it do. I want to show that I was beasting in that. Even though you got first place, I was beasting in that particular one. I got 9 splats in there. But anyway, so
absolutely. But the K-Bone get that on that one.
Yeah, K-Bone was doing his thing in there too. But K-Bone wasn't worrying about putting no ink on the ground, so don't look at K-Bone inking because he just killing folks. That's all he just splatting folks. But anyway, yeah. So we started dominating. But anyway, I jumped into the campaign, man, and see what it was all about. And so far so good. I think they have the first boss you fight is actually, well, I don't want to spoil it. I'll leave that, but it's a familiar character, and I haven't, like I said, with Splatoon 2, I didn't finish the campaign, so I don't even know how it concluded. I don't know. It just didn't keep me engaged to finish it like the first one did. So I'm probably have to go on YouTube and go ahead and watch how 2 ended. But 3 starts off. The first boss you take on was pretty epic. Like, this game's campaign has potential. If Nintendo wanted, they can go some special places with this campaign. Like, it can be a full-fledged standalone situation if they wanted to, you know. But I'm liking it so far. It's still got the. I wish they'd go a step farther and really make it feel like a separate entity of itself, like a game that you can buy and you don't even need the online part, and it would be a fleshed out experience. I think they do it, but not like I would love to see, like with Ratchet and Clank. Like it got potential to do that type of stuff if they wanted to. And but so what's there is good for everything they're giving you. It's a pretty decent offering. So I'm enjoying that. Also, what else did I play? I downloaded that is a what is that game? Ho-Yo or something, Yo-Ho or some game today.
Don't be disrespectful. No,
I'm trying, and I don't think I'm saying it right, but
it sounds like you ain't saying it right.
I'm not saying it right. Yoshing or something like that. Hold up, let me see if I can. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I still might not say it right. I'll find it here in a second. Boo Boo, go on upstairs. I'm on the podcast. She just snuck down here. I ain't hear it at all. But anyway, I'll look it up and find it here in a second and tell y'all what it is. But I downloaded that on the PlayStation 5. It said it's a limited chance to play it. It's kind of it's in that samurai aesthetic. It kind of puts you in the mind of like a cross between Ghost of Tsushima and like a Souls type game. But it was cool. I just can't think of the name of it right now. So I look it up and I'll tell y'all in a second. But that's all I've been gaming on. I've been too busy. Outside of Monday with us on Splat, I got on Splatoon the last 2 days just to check out the campaign. Played it a lot today because I was off work today, so got it in a lot today on the Splat. So that's what I've been gaming on. So I see we got a few people tuning in. Let us know who you be so we can send a shout out. And we about to jump into these topics. So there was a lot we missed last week by not jumping on. So we went on and switched it up. So we're going to jump into this first topic. And Keith, since you kind of shared this, I think it should be our first subject. So what's going on with Google and Stadia? What's going on here?
Actually, it was me who shared it, but that's fine too.
Oh, it was you? Okay, well, K-Bone. I thought it was Keith.
He said, run me my credit.
Yes, yeah. You hear the cha-ching, all that. I heard all that, man. Swipe here, sir. K-Bone, go ahead and let us know what's going on, man. What's going on with Stadia and Google?
Well, if you pull up the article,
I'm pulling it up now.
I mean, let me make it a little bit. I thought you would do your whole reading thing. You just go through and read.
I am, but I gotta pull this stuff up.
All right, you trying to buy time. Anyway, so
just
what's going on? Man. What's going on here? So this is breaking news. This news was broke today. Google and their genre-breaking application and platform, which was named Stadia, is on death's door. It will be the service will be removed as of, I believe, January 18th, 2023. You will no longer have access to play any Stadia games. It is becoming the thing that Keith feared Google would do, that would take its place in the hall of failures for Google.
Yeah, I remember Keith saying that too. I remember him. And
it was right there. In this,
it was forespoken
with Google Hangout, and everything else Google done did that they done failed at. So I know for a fact that I was an advocate of it. He was also an advocate of it. There were several other people out there who were advocates of this system. We wanted to see it succeed. Thought it would be a good competition against the big three. But there was a drove of people who wanted to see this thing crash and burn a violent fire. And it seems that the naysayers have won this battle. Hopefully, I give them time for Level to kind of put up the article. There were some interesting things in the article that they're doing that I haven't seen other people do with something like this. So I kind of wanted to have you pick up on that, and then we can jump on a little bit more, because there was another thing that Keith posted that we kind of want to talk about as well. That was interesting to this closing of Stadia.
Okay. So Google is shutting down Stadia, its cloud gaming service. So let's look at this. Good night, sweet prince. Anyway, that's what it's.
Yes, man, come on.
This dude.
Anyway, so Google has announced is winding down its Stadia video game streaming service and will shut it down on January 18, 2023. Next year, folks, top of the year. In a new blog, the search engine company revealed that Stadia hasn't gained the traction with users that we expected. And as a result, the company has made the difficult decision to begin winding down the service. Google will be refunding users who purchase either hardware or games from Google and Stadia. We're grateful to the dedicated Stadia players. I think only person, anyway, let me stop. That has been with us from the start. We will begin refunding all Stadia hardware purchases made through the Google Store. And that's dope, though. They don't even have to do that. That's pretty dope. and all games and add-on content purchases made through the Stadia store. Players will still be able to access their game library and play until January 18. I'm going to keep reading. Stadia is Google's cloud gaming service where users are able to stream video games, including AAA titles like Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Cyberpunk 2077.
Can you get through this article, brother?
What you laughing at, brother? What's you?
Can you get through?
I'm trying. Directly through Google Cloud Services.
I promise you, dude.
I'm not. I actually feel bad. I just when I saw AAA titles and the next thing that came was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it just kind of tickled my spirit. But anyway, meaning there was no need to purchase physical hardware so long as someone had access to why they explaining all this to Google Chrome. There was a dedicated controller players could purchase, however. So I'm sorry, folks, it's just tickling. Google says that
very professional.
I'm trying. Cable, I'm trying. Give me a chance to compose myself because I'm not right. This is a sad day for gaming. I feel that for real. Google says that the underlying technology that Power Stadia has proven to be powerful, and I agree, to be powerful. And that's why I say it's sad. And Google has already started offering Stadia as a white label product. What does that mean? What does a white label product mean? If y'all know, I don't know.
People can use the product. I thought, or they can use the infrastructure. I think. Okay. I don't know.
I'll look it up here in a second. Meaning other this one it tells you what it means. Meaning other companies can use the technology without being a part of Stadia's ecosystem. Oh, that's dope. AT&T, for example, used Stadia technology for offering Batman Arkham Knights to users for free, and Google says the tech will be used to power other parts of Google, including YouTube, Google Play, and augmented reality. Do y'all think should I keep going? Stadia's closure is not a death knell for video game streaming. Xbox and Nvidia offer cloud gaming as a part of Xbox Game Pass. Huh? I
said trash.
Oh, okay. Pass Ultimate and GeForce Now, respectively. And Logitech, as I'm saying that, I don't even know how to say it, is making a dedicated cloud gaming hardware called the Logitech G. So I think that's enough. So Keith, K-Bum kind of opened it up. I apologize, y'all, for laughing. I really wasn't laughing at Stadia shutting down. I was laughing at the games that they put up for AAA. Like, they should have led with Cyberpunk. But we're looking at what happened with Cyberpunk and looking at what's going on always with Assassin's Creed. It was just funny to me. I'm sorry. But this is a sad day. I agree. I concur with K-Bum. But Keith, come in and give me your thoughts on what's going on and how you feeling about this.
Oh, my emotions here. And I'm gonna tell you why. Stadia works. Yeah. At the end of the day, I hear so many people talking about, we're not ready for cloud gaming, the latency, this, that, and the third. No. We are ready. Maybe the world may not be ready. That's fine. The world isn't ready for a lot of things. But Stadia works. I have personally beat Resident Evil Village, Cyberpunk 2077. I'm going to finish Red Dead Redemption 2 on it. And that's it. After that, I'm done. But but the product flat out works, and I love it. But what killed Stadia, along with its failed promises and all those other things, didn't have the game. It just didn't have the games. And at the end of the day, video game companies, when you're selling video games, when you're in the video game market, Microsoft, you need video games. Yeah, I found a way to take a shot at Microsoft because this is a sad day. This is a sad day. But I really hate when I see, you get on Twitter or in the forums, we're just not ready. Stadia sucked. No, it didn't. It absolutely did not.
It didn't.
But I will admit that Google sucks. You know, I know we're on YouTube right now, but let's just call a spade a spade. Google sucks because they didn't garner the titles that needed to push this product forward. How can you put a product out here and the only person that's backing you is Ubisoft? Ubisoft is always at the front of stuff. We don't want that. Where is the exclusive game that says?
Hold on, okay, don't do that. I'm still trying not. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, you laugh when they said Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Like, we don't, that ain't it. We skipped them titles. Ubisoft don't even play them titles. Anyways, I'm just playing. But yeah, the product flat out works, and that's the part that's really messing me up because it felt like having a console without having a console. There was no loud fans on your TV. There was none of that. It just absolutely worked, and hopefully some people pick it up. Like you read, AT&T was using it for Batman Arkham. Was it Arkham Knight? Mm-hmm. Whichever one it was. Why wasn't that on Stadia? But anyways, but it just needed the games, and I don't understand why the third party developers didn't bring their games over. It's kind of like the Wii U. I think the Wii U was a great console. It just didn't get the games. And at the end of the day, without games, your product will fail. I don't care what kind of service you're providing as far as Game Pass, PlayStation Now, whatever. It flat out needs games. Period. That's it. And we got to play with X Play or whatever it's called. GeForce Now. xCloud. Sorry, xCloud.
Luna.
I haven't tried Luna. I haven't tried that. Maybe I'll try that next. That whack Nintendo cloud service that they got going on. Like, all right, Stadia doesn't exist. Can y'all use this? Because your games will benefit from this. Your third party games will benefit from Stadia.
Their cloud games will benefit from it because
that's what I'm saying. The cloud games will benefit from it. Because like I said, the product absolutely worked, and it's for me personally. Anyways, I'm actually holding back how I really want to tear into this because it's really just the people and how they responded to it. But man, RIP Google Stadia. RIP Google Stadia. It's cool.
We gotta. Okay, so I'm gonna come in and share my thoughts because K-Bum had said something when he posted it. That's why I thought it was Keith. I'm gonna go to what you said over here in the Hangout, man. When you posted this, you said that's why I was. What did you say over here? Let me find it. There it is. You said, Keith, today is a very sad day. We have to come together, and the mid-level head was right. And Keith said, nope, I'm American. No, but real talk, I can't really say that I thought this was. I thought it wasn't going to catch on because of stability and stuff. And we did. I do remember us talking about they need exclusives to set it apart, and from the other platforms, they need exclusive titles that appeal to people that force your hands to buy it. And like Keith said, Microsoft is prime example. Is living a truth that they just got enough legs in gaming that they can withstand having a poor first party offering. They got some first party, not enough to warrant purchasing the Series X, but they got something that they can say first party and exclusive. Google just didn't have it. And it's a sad day. I'm gonna be honest with you, cause like Keith said and like K-Bum echoed earlier, Google proved that their technology worked. It worked. I had too many testimonies from these two guys and others that I saw. I never got around to trying it out myself, but I take their word for it. If I hear Keith say, hey, it works. If I hear K-Bum say, hey, it works, then I take it that it works. And we need stuff like this in gaming. I'm not necessarily hurt that it's leaving, but it is sad that that for the reason they are leaving. So I mean, because anything in gaming makes gaming better, you know, and put competition when you got competition. Gaming thrives with competition and competitiveness. So to see them step out, which kind of, Keith, you kind of foretold, bro. At the front end, you said my thing with Google is they don't stick with their products. They don't stick with their software. So as you see, we just had to give up Google Chat for this new stuff they got. Google Hangout, they got rid of it and gave us this other thing. So you kind of foretold it, bro. So, but it is sad to see them go. I wish I would have gave it a whirl and see how it worked and really. But I hope that Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft, more Nintendo. I wish they would have like partnered with Nintendo or partnered with Microsoft or Sony or whoever. I think that would have been a better move than just launching on their own. I think they should have partnered with one of these companies, particularly Nintendo, out of the three, because Nintendo, we're going to talk about this with the online and voice chat and all this stuff. Nintendo could have used some Google help. So, but
I slightly disagree with that.
Well,
because the reason why I disagree with that they should have partnered with them. The reason why I disagree,
I thought you were talking about Nintendo.
Disagree is that
I thought
that's
you was
how we got
with Nintendo needing help. I was like, you
God, no.
Okay,
No.
all right.
No,
Wow.
I was referring to the fact that I was thinking of a story of how another gaming company got started, which was their someone refused to work with them, and so they created their own system. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't, and that's kind of what Google wanted to do. They wanted to have their own space to kind of create their own thing, and I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the fact that it was a bad decision. I just don't think they had enough of their own to say this is. They didn't have anything to break themselves away from everybody else.
Right. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
And because Sony had, when they came out, they had their Nintendo, had their Xbox, had their game. There was nothing that said this is Stadia only. Right. And so I agree with Keith that was part of their problem. Right. And that they had that, like they had their own gaming studio, but they closed. I don't know if they generated enough money, but they were the best cloud gaming service out there. Period. There's no questions about that. They are, but they didn't have the backing they needed. They didn't have the game that they needed, and so this is what we got.
Right. And that's what I was echoing. I was saying, without that must have exclusive that forces your hand, you kind of seeing the same thing with Microsoft. I know Game Pass works. Like all y'all saying, it's legit. It's that real deal. But I want something like y'all say. It's not enough to make me want to go buy the system. And Keith, like I just play it on my PC. I'm pretty sure K-Bum, you could do the same. I could do the same. So, what is that killer app that's going to make me go buy that box? And I think, like you said, and like Keith said, that's what Google Stadia didn't have. They didn't have that draw beyond the tech. The tech proved itself, and that's a good thing because it shows that there's a viable lane if said companies like Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, the fact that they're letting it be to where you could use their technology. You could take their technology and incorporate it into your own thing. That's beautiful because it's like, okay, we couldn't do it on our own. We couldn't make it successful to or valuable to where it was a thriving platform, but we're not going to take our technology and run. We're gonna let y'all take the technology and use it, and to further, the gaming experience. So that's pretty commendable in my opinion. Because if it was me, I'm shutting it down, and y'all not using my stuff. So I would be like, man, no, you ain't using my stuff. Y'all don't want to support me. They go use that trash stuff Microsoft got, or go use Sony trash online. So Google opened it up to let other folks use it. That's pretty dope. They probably can make money off of it that way too. So Did they say it was for free? They can use it for free or?
Heck, nah, using it for free.
No, I mean using it for
okay.
free.
They're
Man.
They're gonna charge a company. They're not charging people. But they're
Yeah.
gonna charge that company.
I'm talking about the company. Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, they gonna get charged.
I
All
can't
right.
get that.
So
That's where
sad
the
day.
refund coming from.
I wish I had
Right.
some. I wish I had some music to, play the, But it is a sad day to see Google Stadia shut down. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna miss it, but it is sad. It is sad. Any final thoughts?
It's hard. It's going to be hard to miss because you're like, okay, what game am I going to miss?
That's what I'm saying.
Like Nintendo goes away. You're like, oh no, there's Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, Splatoon, Arms.
Even when Sega dropped, it was Sonic. It was Power Stone. It was it was games like, oh crap, I missed those when Sega went down.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm sorry, I was not sad when Sega went down. I'm sorry.
Some people were.
I wasn't sad.
Sorry, some people were. Some people were. I was sad. How about that?
I was shocked. I was like, Sega's getting out I thought they was going to completely get out of gaming, but they didn't. But I wasn't sad. No.
Well, where do y'all want to go next? What's the next one? We got y'all want to do Splatoon? Y'all want to do what was the other one? The delay? Let's do Skull and Bones.
we can knock. Yeah, we can knock.
Let's knock out Skull and Bones. Now, I forgot all about this game. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When you sent me this, now Keith, didn't you send this? I swear you sent this.
Yeah, I sent it.
All right, because I didn't want to hear K-Bone say, actually, I sent that. But anyway, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. When you put that up, I was like, what is Skull and Bones? That's exact. It took me, I'm like, what is Skull and Bones? Do I care that it's delayed? So what is going on with this title? Why isn't this an Assassin's Creed title?
I think it was based off of the Assassin's Creed engine. I think
and
from Black Flag.
Yeah.
Black Flag.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's true.
So this we when did they first show this? I think this was back in COVID.
Several E3s ago.
Wasn't this COVID?
It was a long time ago. It was way before that.
It was way before COVID.
Skull&Bones.
So what's going on? Why can't they get this title off the ground? Go ahead.
Ubisoft. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Let's move on to the
Next
next
topic.
subject. Next topic. No, we can't do that. Go ahead though. What? Okay. Let forget about it. You K-Bum, you right. We don't care, but let's be real. None of us here cares about Skull and Bones. Let's just so let's take this topic another direction. This is kind of what I wanted to ask with it. Do delays bother you, or would you rather them take their time? Because we see this with Breath of the Wild. What was a few other titles that we seen delayed that are called? Look at Cyberpunk. That should have been delayed. You see what I'm saying? So
the first God of War was
God
delayed.
of War 4 was delayed. I think even God of War Ragnarok has been delayed. It was supposed to come out.
No,
it wasn't. I thought it was.
I don't think it was ever. No,
maybe
people thought it was going to be.
Okay, maybe I was just hopefully thinking it was coming out early. Anyway, thank you, K-Bun, for just wrecking my whole thought. Anyway, do y'all really have a problem with delays? I'm throwing at you, Keith. Yo, go ahead, Keith.
My bad. I jumped the gun. No, I don't have a problem with delays. It does. It does me no good to be upset about it. Like if you're gonna delay a game, that's your prerogative. If it's something that I really want to play, let's say no, I'm not gonna speak on that because y'all be mad on me for putting it out in the world. But let's say they had a game coming out, soon that you really want to play, and they decided to delay it, right? It'll make you like, dang, I really want to play that. But if their reasoning behind it, like, oh, we found some things that we want to polish up on before we release it, then it is what it is. I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? Because you look at a game like Cyberpunk 2077 and you say, well, they're doing great now, because they've fixed most of the issues, added content, they got a TV show. It's having a resurgence. But imagine if that game released now with all of the fixes and the TV show. Let's say you wiped away all of the trial and error that everybody went through, right, and released it now. That game will have an even greater following. But
Mm,
so delays they can benefit from a delay. You know what I mean?
right.
If it's actually going to be beneficial as far as like making the game better, the content better, so on and so forth. But if you delay a game and it still comes out mediocre, Halo, then
Dude, you dirty.
then
Yes.
what was the point? But no, delays don't bother me. And this skull and bones thing doesn't bother me either. It's that wasn't really even on my radar. I just put it on there because I mean Ubisoft. But
Mhm.
no, man, if they can delay it, but I think they're delaying this game because of God of War, right?
I
That would
don't
be my
know.
rationale. Like the latest, I wouldn't put my game out near God of War. I think it was originally supposed to come out around that same time, whether it's a week before or after. Nobody's playing Skull and Bones. It's going to go out and die up against God of War, and they're two completely different types of games.
I think it's gonna go out to die
So
anyway because I don't think nobody wants that portion of Black Flag. I'm just being real with you. I don't think nobody asked for the most dreaded, boring, overly utilized part of that game. That's what made me quit playing it. Was the ship parts. Like this is not what it
facts.
do, folks. I didn't come like K-Bum makes. K-Bum always says this about playing games like what's those Dark Souls. He said I came to enjoy games, so I didn't come to feel like I'm working and it's a chore and I'm not having a good time. And that's how I felt with the ship parts or the ship parts of Black Flag. And for them to take that part and make a whole game out of it, yeah, you can miss me. I don't want it. So delay it to 2032. I won't want it then either. So I'm not hurt by this at all. K-Bum, are delays a problem for you? Or
So
would you rather them delay it and fix it, or do like what Cyberpunk did, give it to you and fix it as you go?
so I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. I'm gonna answer this a little bit different. I'm not gonna answer it directly from me. I'm gonna answer it from a point of view: is delay good or bad for the game itself? All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna answer it from that point of view, and I'm gonna say it your mileage may vary because if there's a game, right? Because I think there's one game that has gotten the bad piece of delays. There's at least one game that has gotten the brunt bad part of delays,
Mm-hmm.
and it was delayed, and it came out later, and it did bad worse because it was delayed, and it happened twice, and that is Horizon.
Mm.
Horizon Zero Dawn was delayed the first time. It came out in the spring, and went up against Zelda.
Mm. Mm.
Horizon Pacific West was
Yeah, that
delayed.
is true.
It came
Horizon
up.
did get it.
It came out in
Got
spring
murdered by Zelda,
and
didn't
got
it?
murked by Dark Souls. No, what was it called? Was it Dark Souls? What was it?
No, what's the game? Level ball.
Well, the Dark Souls
Oh,
game that came out.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring
It
got
should be
murked
called
by Elden Ring.
humble the player. Literally, like I ain't a playing
Both times. Both
both.
times the game was slightly delayed. We was like, okay, Horizon, come out when you want to, come out when it's right. You got everything fixed, and it comes out pretty much no bugs, no real issues with Horizon. You don't see all these Red Dead Redemption type of bugs with Horizon. You can't even Google it because it's not there. It's not really. It was a good code of game. But the delay had I would say, a negative effect because it hushed the hype of the game once the other juggernauts came out. And so I think if you delay it to a point where it loses its theme, right? Or you delay it and the game still doesn't look right, right? To me, I think about the game that surprisingly keep like that I get mad every time you like it, the last Mass Effect game. right? That game was delayed.
Wait. I thought it had some good things about it. I thought the combat was better. I thought the graphics were better. No, the combat to me was better. It's just the relationships and all that stuff was not it.
You better take ownership for liking that game. You better take ownership for liking that game. Andromeda was delayed. And then when they finally showed it, we was like, "This is ugly," and it was just still full of bugs, right? So there is. I don't think it's a simple answer of just saying delay it. Yeah, it's cool. We'll be ready, right? Because let's not forget, Cyberpunk was delayed at least 2 times before it came out. Let's not forget that Cyberpunk wasn't one time delayed and it came out. I think maybe 3 times. Cyberpunk was delayed. I think it was 3 times it was delayed before it actually came out. So let's not just say, hey, you delay a game and then it just comes out and it works. There's still a math to it, right? There's still a delicateness that you have to walk with it. But with that being said, I still would lean towards making sure the game is right when it comes out. I understand we have this rapid technology. We can fix stuff immediately 2 weeks after it comes out. We can have patches for games even before they hit stores. I understand that. But I think first impressions mean a lot, right? And that's what we got Craig from Halo from. First impressions. It wasn't even the game yet. But first impressions can make or break you. There's not too many games that sell better 2 months down the line than it did when they released. There's very few that do that. So I am in the camp of delaying the game to make sure it's right, but it's not always financially the right decision, especially when there's tie-in, especially when you have third-party pieces that you're trying to launch at the same time. Like delaying a movie game that it comes out a year and a half after the movie came out, it's probably going to kill all your momentum.
Right.
So I just want to bring a different perspective.
So not every I think that's a good angle. I think for me, and I think Keith can attest to this and agree with me on this. As a Nintendo fan, I think we have become very acquainted with delays. I remember seeing Iwata every time.
Please understand.
Please understand. There it is. Right. Please understand. And we got so accustomed to it that, hey, I'm used to it now. Certain time, like Breath of the Wild. We seen this with Breath of the Wild. They delayed that. How many times did they delay Breath of the Wild before? When we realized that it was
3 or 4.
Yeah, about 3-4 times. Then we realized this game. They putting this game on the new system. That's why I think the same thing's going on with Tears of the Kingdom. So, me personally, I'm with you. What you said, K-Bum. I kind of combine what Keith said and what you said. I agree. I don't have a problem with a delay. Now, when don't come and the game's supposed to be out, like let's use God of War, Ragnarok. I hate when they do this. Here we are approaching October, and the game was supposed to come out at the top of November, so we're literally a month away. Don't come a month out or 2-3 weeks out and say we want to apologize, but we're going to have to delay the game. That's when it hurts and hits hard because it's like it's right there. It's we on the cuffs of getting this title and diving into this game and losing ourselves in the experience, and then you wait a month out or within the window of release to say, hey, forgive us or please understand, but we got to delay the title. I don't like it when they do it like that. But if it's like a game we not suspecting to come out for a while, or we don't even know when it's coming out, or we think it's coming out in holiday season, they say, hey, unfortunately, we're going to push that window back to the next year. Like I think they did that with Uncharted 4. They did that with Cyberpunk. They did that, which they probably should have did a couple more times with Cyberpunk. They did that with a couple titles. I don't mind that. If that's what you need to give me an experience that I'm going to enjoy, by all means, take your time. It's enough games out here to keep my attention. Just don't wait to we're in the window of the game releasing to do that. That's when I have a problem. So I agree with you, K-Bum, what you're saying, and what Keith said. But
Well,
honestly,
I still wish
I'm
Cyberpunk would have made that decision.
Yeah,
And delayed because they were in the window of releasing 2, and that's part of the reason why they still released it. And also, they had said we're not going to delay it anymore, which was a dumb statement that should not have been made.
That's what I'm saying. Like they could have delayed it, but they waited and did it. Well, they should have went on.
No. They delayed it, and then they were in the window of pretty much releasing it after like the third, fourth delay, and they just went ahead and did it. They should have just bit the bullet and just delayed it again, even though they were in that window of delay that you're kind of referring to.
Right. So I don't care about Skull and Bones.
All that to say,
I don't. I really don't. I'm looking at it. It's supposed to release. I see what you're saying, Keith. No, they didn't want to see They didn't want to see Kratos at all. So when is it supposed to come out now? Next year sometime?
What did it say?
Because on here it said November the 8th, 2022, which is literally, I think,
March 9th.
March. Yeah, they just trying to get March of next year.
Mm-hmm.
They're just trying to get out the window of Kratos. That's all that is. This ain't a delay to change anything in the game. This is a delay. We know we finna get 8 up, so we moving this title. So that's all that is. And truth be told, they was gonna definitely get 8 up. So yeah, they need to move the title. So I really don't care. So let's move on to the next topic.
Every time you say that, I think about the I don't know. You should know, but the Stephen A. Smith meme when he tells me he really doesn't care. If you've not seen that meme,
no, I haven't.
Jeez, your meme game is not strong. That's cool though. That's cool. Keep it rolling.
All right. No, I don't. I don't.
Cool. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
All right. So, as y'all can see, I pulled it up for everyone to see. Keith kind of shared this. This is one of our Splatoon victories with me, K-Bum, and Mr. Keith Norris. As you see, Keith leading the way with 1396 and putting that ink down. What you have on there, Keith? 6 kills, 2 splats. 2 splats. You was splatted yourself twice, and then 4 kills with your special. Do y'all see level head right there? Do y'all see me over there? 1265, 9. I was on it that game. I was walking through them. I was having a good time. But anyway, so as y'all can tell, the crew here, we enjoyed Splatoon 3, but we got to talk, folks. We got to talk. What does Nintendo need to do? and K-Bum, be nice, bro. Don't be too hard. Now we set y'all up. We enjoyed the game. I enjoyed Splatoon 3. I didn't at first I wasn't with that original gun, but once I found the gun that worked for me, Splatoon opened up. But there's some issues that we need to talk about that I feel like would make this game, because we was kind of talking about this as we was playing. So, Keith, do you want to go first, or should we just go and let K-Bum come in?
No. I go, because I'm probably going to say something I'm going to say something I'm going to save what you are alluding to for him. I'm not even going to bring it up.
All right.
Got other problems.
Good. Well, take over. The floor is yours.
All right. So when Splatoon, excuse me, that was my voice cracking. Good God.
Splatoon.
Now that's a soundbite. When Splatoon 1 came out, it was cute with the little voice talking. In Splatoon 3, that ain't cute no more. Man, we need some voice actors. Get me in the game, coach. We need some voice acting. I think it's probably too late now, but I think that game would really benefit from having actual voice actors, because it's just so charming. The graphics are beautiful and colorful and kiddish. or whatever you want to say. I just think it needs that extra little bit of character that is missing. You know, these guys are wearing headphones, hip hop clothing, look like they really in the gear and all this other stuff. But I have no idea what they really sound like. And to me, when I'm playing like the campaign and stuff like that, because one, that would actually motivate me to continue playing the campaign. All this reading, I don't want to read. I don't want to read. Not in a game like Splatoon. This is a shooter.
Right.
So I think it can benefit from some voice acting for sure. Um, the other thing that it can benefit from when you're playing the multiplayer, being able to switch your guns without getting rid of your team. Like, why do I have to exit my online play, go change my gun, then come back? And luckily I was playing with y'all, but imagine if I was just playing by myself and it was like, man, I really got a good group of guys, but I hate this gun for what we're doing. You know what I mean? Now I got to exit out, go all the way back, change guns, then come all the way back, and I got a whole new group of people. That thing, they need to change that. You should be able to change your guns, before the next match. And the last thing I'm going to bring up, oh, did I just lose it? Oh, it needs more stages on rotation. Two stages on rotation is not enough, because you can feel it. You can really feel it because you're not going back and forth. You might play the same stage maybe like 4 times in a row. What I think with just one additional stage added to the rotation would definitely benefit with the variety and making the games feel newer as opposed to, oh, I'm getting sick of playing this same stage. Or it gives people too much of an advantage to what am I trying to say? Give them too much of it because now they're starting to really, really learn these stages because you playing them over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're getting thrashed if a team is thrashing you on a particular stage and you keep coming back to that stage against that same team, it kind of get like, look, let's switch it up so we can come with it. Maybe we'll dominate on another stage. This stage, they got us. But, because we saw that happening when we played that one stage, we all said, oh, man, we back on this stage. So, yeah, I agree with you. Go ahead, though.
Yeah. But, no, that's it. I know there's some other stuff, and I can't wait to hear what y'all going to say. But those are some of the things that I feel like the game could benefit from. And I can't wait for them to start actually rolling out new stuff. I think they got some new stuff in store because this game really feels similar to what 2 was at its peak. So the new stuff is probably going to be amazing. So,
okay, K-Bum, the floor is yours, bro. Because the reason I want to hear what you, and I know Keith could have went harder, but I think he saved some things for you to hit on. You being a Call of Duty guy, a multi-platform playing, just that's what you do from Call of Duty to Overwatch. Like you are used to games that Nintendo is kind of touching on with Splatoon. Like Splatoon is taking Nintendo into a lane that Smash and Mario Kart doesn't. Where it's taking you into that Call of Duty, that Overwatch, that Apex, like it's giving you that kind of aesthetic. So I want to hear your thoughts, being a non-Nintendo guy who will be honest. What's even though we all attest, we enjoyed, we had a good time. To stay on for 3-4 hours, we had to be having a good time. So, but go ahead, K-Bum, and some of the things you wish Nintendo would address, being a guy that plays these type of games as much as you do. Go ahead.
Voice chat. Voice chat. Voice chat.
They got it, but they
why?
Making it, yeah.
Why am I using Discord
On
to
my
stay
phone.
together?
On
On
the phone.
phone. Why
Yeah.
phone? Why do you make it difficult? Every system just makes it. That's how when you get the homies together, just make it easy. What the? Okay, so that I had to get that up my system. I feel much better now. So this game could really be a knockout, right? So I've put 1,300 hours into Overwatch over the past 5 years this game has been out. 100 hours playing Overwatch. There is no way I can see myself doing anything like that with this game because of the issues that it has. And part one is the lobby system. Why do I have to take an elevator and go and create a room and do all these extra 3-4 steps just to play with my friends? It, yes, they made improvement from the last Splatoon because if we were together, we would even pop up on other sides of the teams. Yes, they fixed that, but that's not saying much because it's not like yes, now we stay on the same team, but once uh, uh, something happens and the team get disbanded, or something happens, then we got to create a new. Someone has to go into the little elevator, go into the room, create a room, wait for everybody to join, ready up. Those are too many steps. It's too many steps just to play the game. I don't understand why they have to have these rooms to be in order for people to play together. Why it just hop on top? I know they're trying to protect people, but they you make things too difficult because you're trying to protect the children, and you make it difficult just for adults to just meet up and play, right? So the lobby system to me is not up to par, right? When you look across the spectrum of lobby systems, it's very poor. It's very bad. The voice, being able to chat with friends is very bad. Being able to communicate even with randoms, right? That's the part of Overwatch is being able to communicate with randoms, even if you don't have voice chat. There are ways to communicate with randoms with a ping system, with like there are voice lines you can give to say I'm attacking over here, we're being flanked, right? You can say that. You can highlight something saying teams over there. Just stuff, another way to coordinate what's going on. Right? This game lacks all of that. Another problem I had with the game is again, like Level said, I had fun for what it was worth. But these are things that after the third iteration you would think they would have, especially when you look at other games in your genre. Um, the scoring system, right? So
Let me
we
pull it up. Let me pull it back up. Go ahead.
the scoring system, right? So when you're in game, you can't look at the scoring system to see how well you're doing, right? How much ink am I laying down? How many kills have I gotten? How many times have I died? Right? These are all important stats during the game to understand how well you're actually playing, and also to compare yourself among everyone else to see how the team is doing. Right? And there you can't access it. There's no access to an end game scoreboard. So, and I said it several times. 'Cause when I'm playing Overwatch or I'm playing Call of Duty, I check the scoreboard. Okay, how am I doing? Okay, I'm not doing so good this game. Maybe I need to slow down because I'm getting killed a lot. Or in Overwatch, I'm putting out a lot of healing. My other healer isn't healing enough, so I need to make sure I focus on healing because he's not doing his part. Right? You get that kind of feedback, that information when playing a game. This nothing. It's like they don't want you. Like, how can you improve, right? If you don't know how good or bad you're doing, how can you improve? And you get a scoreboard, but it is after 45 seconds of other screen that occur, and you finally get a scoreboard for like 10 seconds before it goes away, and then the next game occurs. And I, me personally, I don't like that because it's tucked away after 45 seconds of the screen. Every other game allows you to check to see what's going on right then and there, right? And it's part of my pet peeve with that. And you're right. You don't really have that feedback in game, right? You don't have I think what happened was the map change. So the map, I have an issue with the maps. I think Keith already went into it, but my issue with the map when the timer hit and it changed the map, it kicked all of us out the party.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why the changing of a map of the new maps kicks you out of your party. It was very weird that occurred, and so we had to do all the due diligence, join back again, ready up, right, to get back into the party to play again, right. So
I just want to mention something that one that we got kicked out of I think that you kind of referring to. That was that game. I really desperately wanted to see who was going to win that because it was so close, for them to stop us that's irritating.
No, that was a different one. Like
that was a different one.
Yeah, the one Cable I'm talking about is okay. The one you talking about, Keith, is when I think somebody game dropped and no longer. Yeah. I think the one you talking about, somebody did like we lost communication.
We were almost at the end of the game.
Okay.
We were almost at the end of the game.
And we lost communication. And how Nintendo handling it now is if somebody lose communication, they end the game altogether. Instead of like the last two, if somebody dropped your team, that dude was just standing there, and you'd be like, "Why is he not moving?" Oh, his signal dropped, and yeah, you at a disadvantage with 3, but you can still continue to play. Whereas now, it's like if you drop, they just ended the game right there. And if it's at a certain level, stage in the game, they give whoever the victory or whoever dropped loses automatic, and the other team get that victory.
I think that's a poor way to handle it.
I agree. And then what K-Bum talking about was when they changed the stages and we all was booted out, and I had to create a room again. And like I said, you don't have to get in the elevator to create a room or jump into a game. But like I understand why you saying it, K-Bum, because you don't know. All you gotta do is push. I think it's R1 and it'll take you right into the menus. But it took me a while to figure that out because it doesn't tell you that.
One thing, their menu system is not intuitive.
Yeah, it's too.
To me, it's their button system on what buttons to press for what, and their menu system is not. It is not a friendly UI.
Right, it's clumsy. It's cluttered. It's clumsy, and it doesn't. They tell you stuff that you don't like. Okay, are you done? I don't wanna cut because like I said, people listening to us, we're not knocking Splatoon. We saying what it needs. This is not. It sucks. No, what it needs, and it needs these things. And it kind of goes back to what we talked about before when we said I feel like Nintendo is intentionally holding Splatoon back. I think that's going to change now that they saw them sales and how fast it's sold in Japan.
Right.
That's going to change the next Splatoon. You're going to see the Splatoon become like out front like Smash. But I don't want to close you down, K-Bum. You had more to say.
Well, you can run with it.
Oh, so y'all kind of hit a plethora of things that I absolutely agree with. One is Keith kind of touched on it, but I think we need to open this up. Like with Salmon Run, Nintendo was holding your hand in Splatoon 2, only letting you play when they wanted you to play it, which was just idiotic. Like, how you gonna tell me how you gonna give a feature and only let us in when you want to? Like, this is stupid. So they opened that up. They need to do the same thing with the stages, like in Mario Kart.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Give people, and if K-Bum, you correct me if I'm wrong, Keith, you correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is also in Call of Duty. That you could pick stages and depending on the vote, that's the stage. You see what I'm saying?
Not every Call of Duty, but yeah, Call of Duties have the vote.
Some Call of Duty. Well, Mario Kart has this. Matter of fact, Smash has it. It's so many stages that's there that you could choose from. Like maybe I think in Mario Kart it may be three, 4 stages there that when you playing multiplayer, and you could pick which one you want to go to, and which one to get the most votes, that's the stage that's generated. Why not incorporate that into Splatoon? Why give us 2 stages and literally force us to play the same stage over and over again before you even give us the other stage that you got there as an option? And I'm pretty sure it got something to do with the speed of how fast you get into the game. Maybe by controlling that, you're able to speed up the process of how fast you can get into these matches. But at the same time, you can master that in a lobby like you do in Mario Kart, where you sitting there waiting and everybody choosing their cars, making adjustments to their parts of their car. You have a certain set of time to do it. And then if you didn't pick a stage, then it for you it's default. You didn't get all your stuff done in the time that they gave you. The stage go with whoever voted, and whichever stage got the most votes, that's the stage you rocking with. That should be the same thing as Splatoon. Like in Call of Duty, when you come out the game, you got a certain allotted time to change your weapons, to upgrade things, make alterations, and that game starts. If I'm wrong on that, K-Bomb, you got this window.
You're right. You're right.
Mario has the same window. Am I right about that, Keith? Mario has the same window when you play in multiplayer.
Yes.
You can make alterations before the next set race goes. The fact that that's not,
I don't know.
yeah, because when you come out, you all standing there waiting, and everybody like you, the person with the crown is running around, and people picking you choosing the next stage, and you waiting for folks to finish, and it's loading up who gonna be in the race, and all that time you got a chance to make changes that you want to make. You may not be able to make changes to your car. I don't know if you can make changes to your car, but you are able to pick a stage. You're able to do a few things. So I think they should give like a countdown of maybe 30 seconds to if you didn't like the gun you had in that particular match, you got 30 seconds between the match to make changes and choose the stage you would like to play in. And then once that countdown is done, and whatever you got, you left with it. That's what Call of Duty do. If you didn't change it, you stuck with what you had or what you got changed. And that's it. And you back in the game with that sniper rifle or that landmine, whatever you had. So I think they should change that.
Well, the newer Call of Duties is so much better. You can change. You can actually.
Yeah, you can change it in the game too.
In the game, you can actually put attachments onto your gun in game. So while the game is going on, you can move attachments over onto your gun because maybe what you had before isn't working, or the map is actually has long sight lines, so you need a bigger scope. You can actually make that change in game without having to load out. So it's even a little bit better than what you're explaining.
Right. I mean, like I said, I'm not a Call of Duty player, so that's why I'm asking you to kind of share where I'm missing. My point, but you're right. The point is, there's plenty of examples out here to make this game more user friendly and not so hand holding. Keith hit it right on the freaking nail. I'm tired of the school. I'm tired of all that, man. I want to hear some. I want to hear some English or some Japanese or something. Like, I need to hear something real talking. If you can put squeebles and scoobles and all that, you can put real words there. If you're going to take the time to make a mouth move and put squish squashes and all that stuff, and then take the time to put a real voice there. I'm tired of reading all this stuff. It's just plumb ridiculous when you standing in the weapon shop and a dude trying to give you all the rundown of the new weapon.
Good
and
Lord.
It's all text. And this is going on, like when you start up Splatoon, he giving you a rundown of every freaking weapon. And it's like, bruh, I'm not finna read all this. I don't know about y'all. Did y'all read all the stuff that they said?
Nope.
I'm not reading all this stuff.
And what's funny is they are aware of that, and that's why they gave you the feature to speed it up.
Right.
If y'all know this, come on, man.
Just remove it. Just remove it. Why is it there? I get it the first time you trying to. This is our third time around the mountain when she come. If a person wants to, if a person is new to Splatoon and they want to go through that, okay, they can go. But you should give us the option to say, "Hey, skip all this." Do you want to skip? Skip. I don't want to. I don't. Just like when you can skip a loading, like in when I'm watching Game of Thrones or I'm watching She-Hulk, you can skip the intro.
Yo.
Just skip right past.
I told myself if you said skip one more time, I was gonna say skip.
Skip.
I wanted to say it too. I was holding back.
So that's a problem. Like they definitely need to add some voice. Like this game needs voice acting. It's just set up for it. And voice chat, bruh. I know Nintendo has a system that you can do voice chat with. It's just not conducive. It's just more convenient to just use Discord or just to attach each phone together and have multiple lines open because. So yeah, all y'all said some good stuff. Is there any other thing that we didn't talk about? Because we talking about the stages. It was some Keith you hit that I wanted to kind of open up more, but it skipped my head. We talked about the weapons, being able to change your weapons, stages, more letting you be able to choose your stage. K-Bum hit a lot of stuff. But with that being said,
with all that being said,
it's still enjoyable.
It's a fun game, but it doesn't have the legs.
Yeah.
The thing is, it doesn't have the legs.
It has the legs. I won't say it don't have the legs.
No. These are systems and things that's going to make you tired and frustrated, and you're not going to want to continue to play the game. I know for me personally, knowing that these other features and this stuff is better done over here. Yeah, it's fun, but the gameplay is not fun enough to keep me over there for 200 hours.
Well, let me add this. Just the little devil's advocate here. So when you get into those different modes, like I can't even think of the name, like the one where you have to do the tower. Or the other thing is outside of just the turf war. Then you start playing with the other guns because now the other guns make sense. Like you can't, in my personal opinion, a lot of those guns don't work in turf war. Like I would never use some of those guns in turf war because for me it just doesn't work. But if you're trying to like control the tower, that one little thing where you got
need
the golden
snipers
fish,
and all that,
all that stuff.
Approach.
When you get into those other modes, when you're not even worried about the turf and you actually trying to focus on killing people, then those other guns make more sense. And even with what's my favorite?
Splatting people.
Because I know, K-Bon, I know you like splatting people. So when you get into those other modes, and I'm pretty sure we'll play them, especially Salmon Run, I think it'll be different. But just going around inking the stage, that can get boring after a while. But like, and trying to control the tower and all that other stuff, because that's when I play Call of Duty, when I play with my brother-in-law. It was a lot of, they played like, it was a lot of team stuff, but it was like capture the flag and type of stuff. It wasn't like just, running around killing each other. It was just
team deathmatch. It wasn't just team deathmatch you're referring to.
It was the one that y'all played, tags. It was the tag one y'all
kill and confirm.
Yeah, kill and confirm. So, hey, I agree with you. I'm gonna push back a little bit with the legs part. I agree with everything you said, but that part. That's the only thing. I think the game has legs. I think it is proven that it has staying power. The thing is, and I see what you're saying, K-Bomb, Nintendo does need to address these things to continue to have that staying power. People are already saying, and we kind of said it here tonight, it ain't that different from Splatoon 2, to be honest with you. It's subtle differences. It's faster. I like the addition of the ability to kind of flip out of the ink and be invulnerable with that spin attack. There are some tweaks and things that they have adjusted and made better. Some quality life experience aspects that they added to the game as well. But for the most part, 90% of what's here was there in Splatoon 2. So, so I see where K-Bomb going. I won't say they don't. I would say if they don't make adjustments after this one, yeah, I can start seeing that being said that, hey, I'm paying for the same, kind of like what we say about Madden and other titles. I'm paying for the same game over and over again. And hopefully Nintendo does the things that we kind of saying, like, again, voice chat is a must now. Like a viable, right there out the gate. Don't need no additional device other than some earphones. Voice chat and voice acting. I'm sick of all this scribble and squeaks. If you're gonna do that, give me some talking. Go the extra mile, give me some talking, and just add those features that's gonna allow this game to thrive. I think, to me, this game has so much potential, man. The combination of first person shooter with the platform and diving in the ink, and it got a lot that's going for it that's not in other games like this. And I think it has a uniqueness that's just works. But Nintendo need to stop holding its hands and stop holding it back. And hopefully these sales prove that this game is beyond what even Nintendo is thinking, and they give it that Nintendo treatment like they give the Smash and the Mario Karts and all that. But yeah, I'm enjoying the game though. Any other thing to add to this?
Well, I have the question: do you think that 2 years from now, it's going to be still a pretty substantial, large user base playing Splatoon faithfully every day?
I think with Splatoon 2, it was that game stayed. You saw how we was getting thrashed. The community, I'm gonna tell you, the games that stay getting played. Mario Kart, you can always find matches. People always playing kart. People always playing. I don't know about Smash. I'm not sure about Smash. I'm pretty sure this is true about Smash. I know it's true about Mario Kart, and I know it's true about Splatoon. The community, and on one reason, K-Bum, I know it's true because they don't have anything else in this line of play that they can play that's at this quality. The online experience is this good. They got Apex and all them other titles on Switch, but if you're gonna play them games, you're gonna go ahead and play on the more powerful systems. If you got a PlayStation 4, Xbox 3, Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox Series, man, that's God, Xbox, come on. But anyway, you're gonna play them games over there. You're gonna play your Call of Duties, your Overwatches, your Apex Legends, your War Zones. You're going to play all that on your PCs and more powerful systems. You're not going to play that on your Switch for the most part. Splatoon is that game that gives you that experience that you experience on Microsoft or Sony, minus all the stuff we all just talked about. So it got legs. It's a deep community. I got to give it that. People playing it all the time. So they just need to add some of these elements, man. Just quality life experiences and just stuff that we should be.
So the only reason why it has legs because there's no competition.
I can't argue against it. I can't. The reason why I say that is not,
and why games like Call of Duty, Overwatch, even Division, why they have to be so quick and make these adjustments is because they have Apex, they have all that competition, and
right.
what's kind of being described is you're getting this is pretty much what you got on the Nintendo system. So yeah, it's going to have more staying power because who's going to compete against it? Which I, from that point of view, I can't argue that.
I would,
from a point of view of saying that if there is competition, like for me, there's competition because I have 2 other systems,
right? And
so you're most likely going to lose out Splatoon because I don't want to get frustrated with not having the feature that I'm accustomed to having. But I see where you're coming from,
and I add this element too. I think Splatoon is more approachable for me. If I had to choose, it's just me. If I had to choose between jumping in and playing with y'all on Splatoon or jumping in and playing with y'all with Call of Duty, and I got access to both in the quality that I want, I'm gonna probably choose Splatoon because it's more approachable. I don't feel like I'm at such a disadvantage. Like when we playing just inking the stage, I don't have to feel bad because I didn't take nobody out. I can still contribute to the team even though I'm not good at splatting anybody. I think that element is also a draw. Like everybody ain't as like when I played with y'all, it was an absolutely humbling experience. You, Taz, and everyone else that was in there, y'all they got another one. This all I'm hearing, Keith. Got you. Get on out of here. Next. Got you. You dead. You dead. Yeah, you dead. And I'm sitting here like, K-Bomb, you gonna kill how many? I got about 23 kills. I'm sitting over here with 2. And I couldn't do anything else to contribute. So Splatoon, I think, because you don't have to be good at that aspect and still can be victorious and contribute, is a draw for, I say, more casual players. So for me, I would choose Splatoon. I'd rather play Splatoon over Call of Duty, me personally. But so that's another reason I think it has legs. I think even if you brought Call of Duty at the top level, I still think people would play Splatoon. It'll still get supported. And I think they both thrive. Just like with Overwatch, and I think it's that good. I just think that, like you said and like Keith said, they need to add these elements to make it even better. So
I think it's that good because of the competition. Because to me it's similar to how Horizon is much better without direct competition. The Horizon Forbidden West is a really good game if you're not comparing it against The Witcher, right? It's a really good game if you're not comparing it against Elden Ring. It's a good game when you're not directly comparing it against the event of the lifetime, which was the Zelda that came out, right? It's a really good game, but when you're not comparing it directly to those, and after that it becomes average.
See, so, and I would say Splatoon is Breath of the Wild. You would still rather play Witcher because Breath of the Wild doesn't have.
I don't think I would give Splatoon that higher color.
Well, let me explain.
To me, I'm sorry.
Let me explain though.
And the
I'm not saying it in the sense of no. Listen to what I'm saying. You're taking it farther than what I mean. I'm using.
Well, it's hard to say. The call is Zelda because that Zelda was probably one of the best Zelda games ever released.
Well, let me explain myself. I think you understand what I'm saying. And Keith, you can jump in anytime you want to, Keith. All right, so let's look at Breath of the Wild. I remember, and I guess we're gonna skip while we bring up God of War Ragnarok because we got to get out of here.
We're almost out of time.
Yeah, but I'll say this. Okay, so Breath of the Wild. When I listen to you talk about Breath of the Wild, you bring up all the things that you wish it would address, like the cooking and the sword breaking and all that stuff. It still didn't. You as a gamer would rather play Witcher 3, and the games that like those games, even though you're comparing it to Breath of the Wild, you feel like Witcher 3 does it the way you want it to be done more. And that's kind of what I'm using with Splatoon. I think it does enough different and unique in its own lane that none of those titles you're talking about does. Like it's a lot that Splatoon do that Call of Duty doesn't do, that a lot of Overwatch doesn't do, that makes it unique and distinctive to its own self, that draws me for that experience. Whereas I still see all the things that you're saying, like with Breath of the Wild. Everything you say, I agree with it. But I would still rather play Breath of the Wild. I wouldn't play Witcher 3. Me personally, I would rather play Breath of the Wild. Now, that could be my Nintendo roots. I don't know. But I played all these games Witcher 3, Elden Ring, Assassin's Creed, Horizon Zero Dawn.
I caught that, Keith.
I played these games, and the stuff that they do that Breath of the Wild doesn't do, they do it well. But it's just something about Breath of the Wild's uniqueness that draws me back and be like, it's just something about this world that I like a little bit more than those worlds. I think Splatoon has that. There's something about Splatoon that just works, I think, for the Nintendo player. Now, that's not saying it's better than Call of Duty. That's not saying it's better than Overwatch. It's not. I clearly can tell you it's not better, but at the same time I can say it's unique enough that it's not worse in what it does. It does what it does, and I want that because it's so distinctive, and you only can get that there. I think that's what Splatoon has. Breath of the Wild has an element that you can only get that there. You can't get that anywhere else. That's what I think. And Keith, you can kind of, if I'm not capable.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But to me, that's not what makes the game great, right? Just having something that other games don't.
No, I'm not saying it makes it great.
Well, the thing is, the problem is that comparison. I understand what you're saying, but that comparison to be made to Zelda, to me, is still kind of a hard pill to swallow because of what Zelda was in the genre that it was, right? It was pretty much Zelda's Witcher. I mean, in all purposes. But the reason, and again, I think the reason why I would rather play other games than Zelda, it had nothing to do really with those issues that I named. The main issue is the story, and I'm a story guy.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
That's pretty much bottom line.
And that's what I'm trying to.
And for you, I understand. For you, it is the uniqueness of
no. Let's
I
say
don't have to be. I don't have to be the.
I know we gotta go.
I know
we gotta go. We probably should have came with this topic first. No, K-Bomb. I come back to Breath of the Wild for the story, but it's not delivered in the typical storytelling way. But I know, because I'm used to playing Zelda games, and I'm pretty sure Keith can echo this, Zelda tells a story that's not necessarily being vocalized in narration, but it's there, and it's deep, and it is moving, and it's compelling, and it pulls you back in.
Oh yeah, I'll talk about that. Zelda, all Zeldas. Zeldas have deep stories, just told terribly most of the time.
Yeah,
Mario has a good story. Splatoon, the whole series, has an incredibly deep story, told terribly.
Right, right.
Metroid Prime.
Right. So that's what I'm. Yeah, it's there. It's just, it's not. What I say told well is handled in a way that if K-Ball coming in, you ain't gonna see it. You gonna be like, man,
it's handled poorly. Let key words ring through.
It's handled poorly. I would say handled poorly better than told poorly. I'll say it's handled poorly. Yeah,
told poorly, handled poorly, whatever. But it's a subpar execution of a story.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
And if that's what you came here for, there's a deep story, but it's a subpar execution of it.
Yeah, I agree.
To me, it really hurts, especially when you have played the games that make you feel emotions when you play it, right? That make you either cry or happy or sad, all maybe at the same time. It's kind of hard to just enjoy that story.
But that's my thing. Everything you just said, I experienced in Ocarina of Time. There was moments where it got emotional. Like, whoa, like this is deep. There was moments the same in Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild just didn't conclude right. But it's all there. So I'm with you though. I would rather sit and see it in movie form. Like what I liked about Ratchet and Clank, God of War, the the story is a movie story. It's told in a movie form, in cinematic form. Whereas Breath of the Wild is implied. The story is in discovery, and if you don't go to certain places, you miss certain aspects of the story. And I didn't know that because you didn't go to that mountain and you didn't read that memorial to some king or some old entity. You didn't go read the Sheikah slates and see all the deep depths in there. You didn't go over to the what's the fish people, Keith? What they called?
The Zoras.
The Zoras, and read all the columns, and that's where the story is. And you be like, but you ain't, like I said, K-Bon, you ain't finna read, like we say, we ain't reading all this stuff, but I will in Zelda. You see what I'm saying? So,
Yawn.
to me, yeah, Splatoon, to me, Splatoon has crept into that space for Nintendo. They hit a sweet spot that I think the sales and just the way the game has just stood, since it came on the Wii U to Splatoon 2 to Splatoon 3, the sales and just the attention is just showing this game has something else with it. I don't think Nintendo has taken full advantage of it, but the fan base is saying, we like this. What you're offering here, we like. It's bigger than I think you're giving it credit for. But everything you said about it, everything you said about it is true though.
I'm discredited the legs of it to be able to. When you have a game like Overwatch that you've played for 1,300 hours, that's when we're talking about when you say legs and you're constantly getting stuff new
But it's people that has played Splatoon for those many hours.
Yeah, but I understand that, but the user base of it is not the same. Just because you have people who are still playing the original Mario doesn't mean that's considered legs.
Well, I think okay,
it's a little different conversation here.
I think the same could be said of maybe not Call of Duty, but Overwatch. You could say the same about Overwatch. It's the same game. It's not a new game. They just made a new game for it. So you've been playing the same Overwatch for pretty much 6 years.
You cannot say that actually.
Here's the question.
Yeah,
what in your opinion gives Splatoon legs? What would give it legs, K-Bon? The things that we mentioned, or
what will give it legs? The thing is, what happens is that you get tiresome of the shortcomings of it, and you migrate to something else new. It's not always the content isn't there. Is that when you're struggling with something or something that you see is being done better in other places, you kind of get tired of struggling kind of with the same thing, right? And so to me, if the ease of making it, of getting in, jumping in quickly and playing and having fun, if they can make that an easier process of jumping in, having fun and playing, and that is not so cumbersome. To me, that will give it more legs, because you can get the quick time made, you can play and you can enjoy, and then they keep content coming, and then you're not always struggling with the same thing. Call of Duty has that issue as well. Warzone has an issue where the lobby system doesn't work, and at a certain point you get tired of getting kicked out of lobby. You go find something else to do, because it hurts with the longevity of enjoyment when you're fighting against the bugs and issues inherent with the game. That eventually you're gonna go find something else to do, because it's to a point where it's irritating.
For me,
that's leg. From a person who's put hours in games, like in multiplayer games like that, you have to be able to do that. If not, then people are going to find the next best multiplayer game to play.
And I would say at a certain level, it's preference, and it's subjective. Like what you described to me, that's kind of subjective. It's not. That's true for you, but I'm pretty sure we can find other people that play the games that you play that would speak the opposite for the Splatoon. But because I'm not that guy, I can't argue for nor against. But I'm just saying that that sounds more subjective,
But that is easy to get into games, hop in and play. That piece is subjective.
I feel like, well, from your angle, you're gonna comparing it to Call of Duty. You prefer the Call of Duty way of handling these things and other titles like maybe Overwatch that you feel like does it better. You know, it does it better. But some might say they don't agree. Now I can't make the argument because I don't know. I'm saying, as far as legs, I think the game has proven that it has legs. I think it has legs because, like I said, we just get into part 3 and look at the sales. And Splatoon 2 was still going on strong. I would say the reason I wasn't playing Splatoon is because I didn't want to do the online. I didn't want to play Nintendo for online and not having voice chat and all the things. That's what's going to kill Splatoon to me. If Nintendo don't address that stuff, it doesn't have legs because Nintendo is cutting the legs off. But if Nintendo address stuff that ain't even exclusive to Splatoon, that's giving the gamer Nintendo online experience a quality voice chat and all these different things, that's why Keith didn't buy it. That's why I didn't buy it. And then I stopped playing with y'all because we didn't have online. That's why I put Splatoon down, because the only reason I'm going to play Splatoon is for the online. And I wanted to play it, but I wanted to play it with y'all. So, but people were still playing it. I'm seeing people all the time. Like, it was always full. I was like, no, I want to play with Keith and K-Bum. And Keith said I ain't getting online, so there wasn't no point in me getting it. So,
didn't.
I think I'll have to see what the player base is to consider full. And just because people are playing it doesn't mean it have legs. Because people are going to play some game just because that's what they're used to playing, but that doesn't mean it actually has legs. It has to have a suitable fan base that continues to play the game well after, not just the loyal fans that like the game.
No, I think it's there. I think the Japanese sales prove.
To me, that's not legs though, because someone buys a new game isn't legs. And I think that's what we're talking about here. Because you buy a new game doesn't mean that game has legs. Legs is when you come to when it stands the test of time. Legs can only be found out during time. And because Splatoon 3 has been purchased, doesn't mean that Splatoon 3 has legs. We haven't seen that yet. We can speculate, but we can't say it has legs.
Okay, I'm gonna say I accept that. So I won't use Splatoon 3 to say it has legs. I will use Splatoon 1 and 2 to say that I believe the same is going to be true about Splatoon 3. Just like we do with Call of Duty. Call of Duty, now y'all gave up Vanguard. So I guess it didn't have legs. But Call of Duty got legs, right? Because
I thought Vanguard was probably the worst one. I didn't want to buy it in the first place.
Now let's look at Call of Duty.
Warzone has legs.
But let's look at it from this angle. Let's say Activision didn't release a Call of Duty every year, and you only got one Call of Duty every 4 years or every generation, like Splatoon. Would Call of Duty have legs?
Depending on which one it is.
I mean, I'm right. So it
depends which one it is. It's not. So you see what all Call of Duties have legs.
That's my point.
And I would absolutely say that. You would not get an argument from me.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to point out. You said what I wanted you to say. Call of Duty releases so many new entries into the game. They might have ones that wasn't gonna stand the test of time, but you won't feel it because they already giving you another one and another one.
You feel it. You actually do
feel it, but again,
the lobby when the games become harder to get. Like you felt Overwatch. I don't know if you know too much about it, but you felt Overwatch when it started to lose its legs.
Yeah,
because then it
years?
became 5 years. But it was through their decision. It wasn't because of the game. It was because of the game makers putting Overwatch 1 to the side to make Overwatch 2.
Right.
That's a whole no. That's a whole different discussion that I don't think you really know what happened. I
No,
think you're
I'm
saying
saying
right
the
because
same
of the
thing happened with.
time.
I'm saying the same thing happens as a Nintendo fan. K-Bum, we experience this all the time
No,
because
but no. See, this is two different things though. Here, this Overwatch 1 was a game that continuously got free
up
content,
right,
constantly updated players.
right,
It had a vibrant
online
pro
community.
pro scene.
Okay, no, I'm not
Pro
going that
scene.
far with it.
It,
Okay,
it is the comparison you're going to make here is not the same comparison to Nintendo.
now let me. Well,
It's not because
give me
Overwatch
the opportunity.
is a new age type of game. The way that
I'm
it's
not
set up, the
making.
way that it
I'm not
works.
making an apples to apples comparison. I'm making one aspect of what you said. I'm saying that exists. Like Nintendo, because of the way that they do their titles, by only giving you one a generation. You see this with I use Mario Kart. Mario Kart doesn't start to fluster and start to lose until Nintendo starts to kill it to bring the new Mario Kart. It's thriving until Nintendo cuts the legs off because they've been about to introduce you another Mario Kart. Now, all the other stuff, the competitive scene, now that exists. Hold on.
That Mario Kart, wait, hold up. But that Mario Kart is not getting updates and changes.
Yes,
and
it does.
Constant. They're getting. We just got new maps for that after it's sat there for 2-3 years.
Mario. No, okay, wait a minute.
That Mario Kart.
K-Bone said we.
Yes, you did. No, what I'm saying, and we gonna get out of here. What I'm saying is, I said I'm not making the apples to apples comparison. So yes, you're right, but there was for a window of time, about a 2-3 year window, when Nintendo was giving updates and giving new maps and actually introducing new characters like the Inklings and all that, new seasons. They was doing that, then they stopped, and that's all you got. And then 2 years later, I guess they gave us all the stuff they're giving us now because they trying to extend this Switch life. I believe it's because they're trying to extend the Switch life and trying to hold Mario Kart, the next Mario Kart for the next system. So
Right, keep making that money.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is the community, while not getting all them updates, is still thriving and alive and well. Now, you could actually say it's because it doesn't have any competition, but I doubt anything's going to compete with Mario Kart. I know Nickelodeon tried to introduce a kart title. What was the other one? Crash Bandicoot
really
tried to do it. Yeah, so, but they ain't apples to apples. It's not going to be apples to apples.
Thriving well. I really wonder what those numbers actually are as far as daily
activity.
I really wonder.
Do it like this. Anytime I jump on,
say that. I understand that.
If
it's a different when we're talking about the hardcore community keeping it alive and casuals playing it. That's two different. Different communities.
Yeah,
there's a hardcore community that's going to keep it alive, and then there's a casual community.
It's not an apples to apples comparison. But
so when we say legs, it is not just the hardcore community playing. It is the casual also playing it and diving in the game.
And I'm gonna still say that I think a lot of casuals play Mario Kart, and they got a lot of hardcore people play Mario Kart.
I believe they do.
I think you're seeing the same with Splatoon. Right. I think you're seeing the same with Splatoon. That's what I'm trying to say. I think with Splatoon, Nintendo has another Mario Kart online experience with Splatoon that I think is out rivaling Smash. I think Splatoon is their I think it has the potential to outpace Mario Kart if they do it right. But it's I
don't know about that.
I do. I believe it does. I mean, because anytime you jump on, there's not been a time that I've jumped on it and I wasn't in the matches like I always am. Back to back to back, no hold up, no waiting.
And it's about a month or so after release, yeah.
I'm talking about with 2. Never had to wait with 1.
Yeah,
I
still don't put that in front of the history of Mario Kart. I don't think Splatoon is a good game, but I don't believe it's going to outpace what Mario Kart has in its
I said it has the potential to become Nintendo's biggest online title. I ain't saying it's done that. I'm saying that same community that's causing Mario Kart to be what it is also causing Splatoon to be what it is. It's the same community. It's the same people.
I still disagree because I don't see it being better than that. I see it being better than Smash, but to be better than Mario Kart community, that one's kind of hard for me to swallow.
I think it's the same community. That's what I'm saying. I think it's the same community.
According to this article I posted in the group chat, this is Splatoon 2. 3.4 million copies were sold in Splatoon 2 throughout its lifetime. And that's what's been sold in now, I suppose. Wasn't it like 3 point, or is it more than that? 5?
It was in Japan alone sold 3.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like all the people that played Splatoon 2 went out and bought it. So now we got to see if anybody else going to buy it.
Right. I mean, like I said, I'm just saying I believe it. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock. We got to get off here. Good conversation. Let's roll. Let's roll. So we gave y'all a good back and forth banter. That was good. That was a good back and forth. So, but yeah, we enjoy Splatoon. Let me put this score back up here again. I just want y'all to notice, level head. Keith got me in the inking, but I was splatting. I was hurting some folks that game. I didn't get that high score again, so I didn't get that many splats a second or third time, but that particular one, your boy was handling business. So anyway, thank y'all for tuning in on tonight. I'm gonna let these dudes sign themselves out. Starting with Mr. K-Bum 20. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, enjoy the podcast. I know we had a little back and forth, but that's par for the course for me and Level. We typically don't agree on the same thing, but that's what makes the podcast as fun as it is. You guys get two different angles of it. So hope you guys enjoy it. I'm getting ready to go on this vacation, so I'm going to enjoy it myself. So I will not be with you guys next week, but I hope you guys definitely enjoy yourself in the cast, and I definitely enjoyed myself today. And won't be able to do Splatoon this Monday, but next Monday we'll be down.
Okay. Where you going?
Down to Mexico.
Mexico.
All inclusive
don't buy too
resort.
much. Don't buy too much of that fake gold, man. They're gonna be selling it. Have you been to Mexico?
I've been there several times.
Okay, I came back lit up when I went over there the first time. I was about 19. Like, look, rocking all this gold. This platinum chain was only $15. Neck turning green.
Yep.
But anyway, I enjoyed Mexico, the part we went to. But and I hope you enjoy yourself, man. You and the wife. It's just you and the wife, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so preferably y'all enjoy yourself. Go ahead, Keith.
Yes. It was a good show tonight. Great topics. Google Stadia. But yeah, man. K-Bone, definitely stay safe. Travel safe. Be back on. You get splatted. You know what I mean. Wait, pause.
Hey man,
I can't deal with you right now, bro.
Don't splat the TV, man. Don't splat the TV.
Yeah, don't splat.
Don't ink up the TV, man. K-Bone, you gotta start laying some ink though. I'm seeing your numbers over here. You was splatting, but 758, bro. You gotta put more ink on the ground, bro.
Gotta get them in a different mode. We'll see. You know.
No, I gotta get a different gun. That gun is for killing, not for splatting. So
yeah,
that's all. It's all good.
So yeah, man. Hope y'all enjoy this show. Share it and like. And we'll try to be back next week. But till then, just be blessed. And we are out. Deuces!